Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's lesson. I am Richard Ofori, as you know, and today we are going to explore further into the concepts that we have already done, which is acid, base, and salt. We've learned about the three concepts of acid, base, and salt and other things. Today we are going to talk more about what really happens in a Brønsted Lowry acid and base. But before we move on, if you know you have not subscribed to my channel, you have not liked, please hit the subscribe button and please like the video, share the video so that people as also watch the chemistry made easy by Truth Teachers. Please do so. Okay, so what's our outcomes or what are our objectives for today's lesson? We want to know and be able to explain the nature of Brønsted Lowry acid and base. Also, we want to be able to identify Brønsted Lowry conjugate base pair. And then that is most important because being able to conjugate or being able to identify the conjugate pairs are very, very important in Brønsted Lowry acid base. So what is Brønsted Lowry acid base, which we have already done? So is it like we are bringing back the idea? We are just moving ahead with that. So we know that the Brønsted Lowry acid is capable of donating proton, and then the base is capable of what? Accepting protons. So the idea behind the acid base pair is just that an acid should have its conjugate base and a base should have its conjugate acid. Okay, so if we have a reaction, the reaction should have an acid and it should be conjugate, it should have its conjugate base, and then the base should have its conjugate acid, because that is how Brønsted Lowry was able to identify his acid base. So let's look at this example on this sheet. It talks about the reaction between two molecules of water, and then look at them very well. You can see that there are two molecules of water reacting, and then the first water, which I've underlined as acid, is capable of donating to the second water to form hydrozonium, whilst it loses that hydrogen to form hydroxide. Then the other water receives the hydrogen ion and to form the what? Hydrozonium ion, and then it goes on like that. So the concept is about receiving and donating, accepting and donating. You get it? So the actual idea behind Brønsted Lowry is just to accept and to what? To donate. Okay. So other pictorial representations are, so the water I made, you can see the water in red bond moves, one of the hydrogen moves to form or to join the other one, but as it's moving, it moves as an empty orbital. So it moves to form what we call a dative covalence bond with the other water, which become hydrozonium, and then that left hydrogen with that electron forms hydroxide. And that's of the second picture. We have we represent Ha as a acid and the B by a base. So the H goes to the base, become a conjugate acid, and that the A remains negative to become what? A conjugate base. So just look at the pictorial and then learn ahead. Also, we have other representations here. Another example between water and ammonia. Okay, so the water is an acid, ammonia is a base because it's ready to what? Accept a proton from the what? Water, and the water is capable of donating one hydrogen to the ammonia. So at the end of the day, they form acid base conjugation, acid base pair what? Conjugation. So let's note that and be rest assured. Also, on our review, we have also been able to identify what a Brønsted Lowry acid is and a Brønsted Lowry base is, and then I've placed some questions beneath for you to try your hands on how Brønsted Lowry acid base pair is. So please try it and then comment that on the comment section so that we can move ahead. Okay, and then one thing I want to let you understand is that the conjugation is not difficult. It's very simple. Love it, and then you will be able to get your answers right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for learning with True Teachers. I am Richard Ofori, your teacher, and please subscribe for more videos. Subscribe for more made easy videos. Please don't forget to like and don't forget to share to other students so that they all become learners of True Teachers. And thank you very much for watching again. Remember, when True Teachers Chemistry becomes